Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, aka Sneakonomics, back with another banger. Today we're going to be talking about some of the big releases that went down this week, some exciting sneaker news, and of course previewing some of the sneakers upcoming that you might want to keep your eyes open for. Let's start off by recapping some of the biggest releases that went down this week. In terms of sneakers, I think the biggest sneaker drop was probably the Air Jordan 11 Gratitudes. We had a shock drop for these here in the UK last week, and you guys over there in the US had a shock drop for these a few weeks ago. And so I feel like a lot of the people that really wanted to get their hands on this pair have already gotten them in hand. And this would explain the fact that these are still sitting as I speak to you now on the sneakers app here in the UK up to a size 10.5 US. If you'd have told me 10 years ago that a Jordan 11 Retro DMP would be sitting, I would not believe you. We also had the drop of the Fear of God Athletics collab. This is the collab that we have been waiting about 3 years for now. And from what I've seen, pretty much all of the stock is still set on the Fear of God website. Here in the UK, we had a limited run of the collection available on the Confirmed app. Basketball shoes sold out, rivalry lows are still set in a full-size run, and certain pieces from the collection have sold out. But I think it's pretty safe to say that the majority of the collection is pretty mid, pretty average, and pretty overpriced. There was also a big release from Supreme this week. As you can probably see from what I'm wearing, we had the Fall Winter 23 box logo collection, whole bunch of hoodies, whole bunch of beanies. I was lucky enough to be able to pick up a hoodie in store downtown in London from Dover Street Markets. I think the grey hoodie was probably the most popular alongside the purple and the black. Also had the Palace and CP Company collab. Most of the pieces were pretty average in my opinion, but the big items were definitely the puffer jacket and this transparent type jacket thing. And we also had the Sneaky, Nike and Stussy collab. Some clothing pieces released, and also the Nike Air Flight 89s. I actually went on the Stussy website about half an hour after the drop and was surprised to find a lot of the Air Flight 89 sitting, and so I ended up grabbing myself a pair of the white and reds, which I actually think are really awesome, and so I'll be bringing you guys a detailed review on these tomorrow. Pretty cool week for releases. I'm pretty stoked with my pickups. Did you guys pick up anything this week? Let me know. Rightio, so let's get into some exciting sneaker news. I want to start off with the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low, which is supposed to release next February. The colorway is black, sail, and metallic gold, and as you can see from the blocking here, it's kind of based on the Jordan 1 Black Toe, or half Chicago, half black toe type vibes. The pair features white leather uppers, it's got a red satin material in the forefoot, black woven heel caps and embroidered black swooshes, and gilded suede heel overlays. Golden Wings logo on the heel. It's a pretty cool looking shoe, pretty interesting materials. I'm not a big fan of the satin, to be honest. And if it's anything like previous Marcus Jordan Trophy Room releases, these are going to be available primarily through the back door. They've also got the par for the course sailed out midsole, some custom insoles, and will definitely be very hype and very popular. But I don't think they're going to command the same kind of hype as we saw with the Trophy Room High release all those years ago. What do you guys think of these? More images and more information is available to us now regarding one of next year's biggest sneakers, the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. The release is set for February the 17th. Retail price is going to be 215 smackaroonies, and the rumored stock numbers are supposed to be somewhere in the region of 500,000 pairs. Those numbers, of course, to be taken with a heavy grind of rock salt. And this signifies an intent from Jordan Brand to continue on in earnest with this whole reimagined theme that they've got going on. I think so far it's been met with mixed success. The Lost and Founds, the White Cement 3s, pretty good, but shoes like the Royals, much less so, and I think a lot of people are feeling a similar way about these. See, the thing about the Jordan 4 Bred is that it is synonymous with Durabuck, in the same way that the Jordan 1 High Royal is synonymous with its leather construction. And so the look of leather on this shoe just seems a little bit off. Just doesn't quite look right. Maybe that's the old head in me talking, but I'm not overly enthused about these. I definitely don't hate them, but there's just something about the look. What do you guys think of these? Let me know. We've seen some early leaks of some Nike SB Dunk Low GRs set to come out next year, and one of the most exciting ones is this premium pastoral print release, which is set to come out next April. It features this light blue, off-white, and brown hue. The fabric upper is a canvas displaying serene landscapes, trees, clouds, etc. It's a little bit like the tablecloth that was probably covering the table when you were feasting at Thanksgiving not too long ago. But the only thing that kills it for me is this sort of one-piece looking midsole and outsole construction. Just doesn't sit right with me. What do you guys think? Sotheby's are going to be auctioning off an ultra rare pair of the Nike Supreme SBs. This is a sample pair that was developed for the 2021 release. And as you can see from these images, these draw inspirations from the original samples that were made before the very first Supreme Nike Dunk collab back on the highs back in the early 2000s. These are going to be auctioned on the Sotheby's website starting December the 8th, and they're going to be running right through until the 18th, and they're expected to fetch somewhere between $4,000 and $6,000, which, to be honest, doesn't seem that bad. What do you guys think of that price? We have some detailed images of the Air Jordan Travis Scott Jumpman Jack. I feel like we've been talking about this shoe for like 6 months now. We've seen so many different colorways of the sneaker on the feet of Travis Scott, and we finally have some good images to look at. These are supposed to retail for $200, and according to some sources, these are still set to come out this holiday season, and then other sources are saying that this is set to debut early in the new year. Nothing certain at this point, but if we look at the shoe, I'm getting all sorts of different types of energy from these. The silhouette itself is almost giving me like Diamond Turf, football vibes, or even like Mac Attack vibes. The midsole and the outsole almost give me AirTech Challenge 2 vibes or Yeezy 2 vibes when you combine that with the strap. The cut just underneath the ankle collar is giving me Dunk vibes. It could be a football shoe, it could be a tennis shoe. All in all, I think this colorway is really nice. I think he's done a good job. I think it's a nice shoe. Considering it's the bro's first attempt at designing a sneaker, I think he's done a good job. What do you guys think? Ronnie Fayeg has revealed another 8th Street Samba. This one set for Christmas. No firm date yet, but I'm pretty excited about the prospect of copying these for retail because the green pair is in my top 3 sneakers of the entire year. I feel like the Samba mixed together with the crepe outsole is like a master stroke. This particular pair features a very similar warm cream upper base, which is contrasted with the dark tan mudguards. And then the 3 stripes are reimagined in this festive palette of eggplant purple, dark blue, and evergreen. And you've got this deep blue, which appears on the heel tabs, making for a pretty sweet combo. I'll definitely be trying to cop these. What about you? So it looks like the Sacai and Nike LD Vapor Waffle are gonna return in 2024. We're looking at 2 new colorways, a midnight navy and then a gorge green. These are pipped to retail at $250 a piece. I don't know, man, like Sacai, what do you guys think about these? Do you think Sacai is a bit washed now, a little bit played out? Couldn't they put another swoosh or another midsole on another model or something? Feel free to let me know. More Air Jordan 4 Thunders are coming out. This one is a black and a white pair, set to come out fall of next year. Just mock-ups at the moment, and these would of course be the 3rd in the line of Thunders, with of course the yellow Thunders, the red Thunders, and now the white Thunders. I could definitely see these being a lot more popular than the red Thunders for sure. In other sneaker news, you remember how Vans sued MSCHF last year for the wavy baby for trademark infringement and trade dress infringement, given that the wavy babies look exactly like the Vans old school. But they have succeeded in blocking sales, and so MSCHF will no longer be able to sell pairs of the wavy babies, although something in the region of 4,300 pairs have already been sold up until this point, and so it's unclear whether or not they'll try to recall those or get those off the market or what, but it's a small W for Vans. You guys might have seen this crazy picture of someone who found lost and found Jordan 1s at the outlet and managed to score them for $130 with a discount code. You could call this blind's luck, but to be honest, I think what's more likely here is bro just knows the manager. Let's talk about some sneakers upcoming this week. There are a few sneakers worth keeping your eyes out for. First of all, on the 13th, you have the Nike and Stussy collab on the Air Flight 89. This pair right here, I'm going to be bringing you guys my thoughts on these in tomorrow's video. Keep an eye out for that. And there are 3 colorways. The pair I just showed you, there's also a pecan colorway and a black colorway. Be ready on your sneakers app for that release. And then on the 15th, it's a big day. You have the Nike SB Dunk Low Powerpuff Girls collab. You've got the 3 colorways, the blue pair, the bubbles, you've got the green pair, the buttercup, and then the pink pair, the blossom pair, which I'm hearing is the most limited. All of these are going to be pretty hard to get your hands on from what I've heard. And so the best thing to do is keep an eye out on your local skate shops for raffles and cross your fingers. I certainly wouldn't mind getting my hands on the green pair. Also on December the 15th, you have the Kobe 6 Reverse Grinch. And from what I understand, numbers are pretty high on this release, which is really cool, but these will of course be pretty tough to get. And then on the 16th, don't forget you have the Nike Air Force 1 Low Cause collab in store at Dover Street Markets, and then online at skyhighfarm.org. And that is just about it for this week's sneaker wrap. Thank you guys as always for taking the time to watch the video. Drop me a comment down below, always appreciate reading you guys' comments, and like the video before you bounce. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review on the Stussy Airflight 89s. Take care for now, and peace.